Peace, fam. We're going to break this down real quick. We're going to deal with some magnesium before we head over to the board for some serious dialogue about hormone disruptors, the ability to change the sexual expression of the male and female. And we'll go deep into that. Don't get emotional when we go into this, guys. I want you to think and don't come with me with no garbage talking about I'm anti this, I'm pro that. I'm pro truth, science, and being educated. That's what it is, period. All right? So keep the emotions at home if you can't deal with grown folks' information. All right? Sorry to disagree. Don't be disagreeable. All right, magnesium, guys. Here, we're going to run down the benefits real quick. It helps combats type 2 diabetes, calcium absorption. It has a key role in calcium absorption. Strong bones. It has a key component to having strong bones. Key component to heart health. That's why I do it. It's a key component in preventing migraines. Improves premenstrual syndrome. It relieves anxiety, creates energy, boosts exercise performance, fights depression, lowers blood pressure, relieve asthma, anti-inflammatory, relieve insomnia, and it improves digestion. All right, guys, remember, I'm going to leave a link to this in the description. You go down and you examine this for yourself, where they wrote out the report of how it goes about producing these benefits, guys. All right, so we'll move on to the real deal. Peace. Peace, fam. Hey, we will not be going to the whiteboard just yet on this video. We have to do that on the next video as it concerns this heterosexual, homosexual phenomenon and just sexual determination and differentiation within the male and female. This stuff is real deep, guys. The further I do my research, the more understanding I come to that I need to do more research before I present something to you that I'm trying to put out there that's going to be controversial. So I have to know what it is that I know and be confident in what I know so that I can put it out there and run with it no matter what you or anybody else thinks as far as your opinion of what it is that I'm giving. I need to be confident that I know what I know. But suffice it to say, guys, we are much deeper than the simplistic and unimaginative view of ourselves as just being male, female. The matter of fact is, guys, the first thing that is formulated in the brain from the central nervous system, not from in the brain, in the body, as far as the body is concerned, that it's the brain of the individual. And the central nervous system pretty much determines the sex of the brain of the male and female. So we have different brains, guys, anatomically, also physiologically, as well as neurochemically. The male and female brain is different. So we are different. A lot of individuals don't want to accept that because people have abused our differences. But we are different, stimulating from the brain on down, not just our physical appearance. However, the interesting part is, guys, many people only thought that the male had the X and Y chromosome and the female only had the X chromosome. This is not the case. Many times individuals are born with the X and Y chromosome. So they can be the X and Y chromosome and still be phenotype female, meaning they still have the appearance of a female and they still are behaviorally a female, but they do not have the ability to produce the eggs, therefore for childbearing. So this is deep. So also along with that, there's another thing that comes into play when it comes to the male. They could be born with the XX and still have the phenotype. It still be the phenotype of the male, meaning their appearance is of the male. They have all the male qualities as far as the appearance is concerned. This is deep, guys. Again, I got to go a little bit deeper in order to feel comfortable in order to present what I want to present with you on the whiteboard. But also suffice it to say, guys, I have an issue with this double standard when it comes down to aggressive, abusive heterosexual males being attacked as they should. They should be checked. They should be put in place. But we also have this emerging behavior pattern in the LGBT community, where we have extremely aggressive homosexual males and some females who display the same behavior as the heterosexual male, who is abusive, who is overly sexual, who is disrespectful. And these individuals seem to be able to hide behind the defense of anybody checking them being homophobic. That's not the case, guys. Anytime a behavior is being expressed in that way, that behavior needs to be checked. And it should be checked. And it will be checked if it ever crosses my path, which I've had experiences with that. With my homie, one of my homeboys has had an experience with it right in front of my face. I've seen it in my face where overly sexual, overly aggressive homosexual males try to approach a straight male who don't want to have nothing to do with it, but they end up trying to rough them off in the sense of forcing a hug on my man. And he was about to get his head knocked off for doing that. But my man just pushed him away before he put his hands on him. And the dude just walked on off and kept on smiling and joking. So it's deep, guys. It's real deep. So we'll get into it, and we'll get into those things that really deal with those outside forces that can alter hormonal expression in the embryonic stage, because this is where the determining factors of the male and female in general start to shape and take place. All right, peace and love, fam.